I know you've written an article about this. So you think the Browns should trade down from 42 in the 2023 NFL draft. Take us through your thought process, why you think they should do that.
Well, they got starters right now at second edge, second defensive end, and number one defensive tackle. Probably still looking for a second starter at D tackle. But the way I kind of look at it is I'm looking at this draft class, and I think there's pretty good depth from the 40s into the 80s. Now, that's good in one hand because the Browns have the 42nd pick right now, but that's kind of bad in the sense that they only have one pick in that cluster and only two picks total in the top 100. They have 6 picks on day 3. Obviously, we know they don't have any first-round picks this year or next year because of the Deshaun Watson trade. So the proposal I had, the thought I had was not necessarily trading down to add picks, but what you do is kind of, I'm going to make up a term for this, and I'm going to call it a sandwich trade, where you say you take like 42 and 116. Those are the Browns' 2 picks in the 111 in the 4th round. So 42 and 111, and you take them with a team that has picks kind of in between there, say the Chargers, who have picks 54 and 85, if you want to swing a deal to kind of sandwich yourself in the middle. Yeah, you're costing yourself some top end, but then you're turning a 4th into a 3rd. It's kind of what the inverse of what the Browns did with the JOK trade 2 years ago, if you remember. They had picks 42, they had picks 59 and 89 and traded them to Carolina and got back picks 52 and 113. So they didn't lose picks. They just pushed one up and then pushed another further back, so they kind of created more range in between those picks. So in this case, it'd probably be better to try and make those picks closer together. You would still have the same number of picks, but turning a day 3 pick into a day 2 pick, even if it's in the 80s, I think with this draft class, it's a pretty good way to go.